Hello guys, OzMan here. Supreme Cleave versus Aikuiset War 2. I think it translates into Adults War. This is a Finnish clan. Good war, 137 to 132. 3-star count, 37 to 32. So both sides throwing up some good stuff. These guys, I think, have 3 clans. It's possible that we managed to screw up some kind of big war event for them, as everyone is dispersed back into their sort of home clans of Adult War 1 or Adult War 3. I won't ruin too many of their bases. I'll show a couple of random attacks. This is MHO, this is a dip, but it's sexy. I've seen him do this attack 10v10. The Warden's just a bonus in this. It's sort of the P.E.K.K.A.'s in there to just push through. The golems are there, obviously as tanks. And he's got a bit of a bowler push, but the real force, or the finishing force of this raid, is the 15 hogs that he sort of saves for the back end or the side of the base. So as a 10, you would just drop the Warden. It's the only thing missing. Virtually the same attack. He did this attack in a war versus Golden Goblins not all that long ago. So this style of base, the bowlers can clear so much from the core. That's the idea. The jump spells get him 2/3 of the way through the base, and the bowlers just clear everything. He can then trickle in hogs on these external defenses that realistically aren't going to have too many traps around them, as they are the very outside weapons, as Godson would say. Not sure if anyone caught that stream yesterday. It was actually quite good. Omega versus Dark Looters. Omega got trashed. Dark Looters seems to be seriously good in the CWL at the moment. Anyway, these hogs, not a lot of health left on them, but there's a lot of them. And it's just clean up. So the Warden barely lived anyway, but that ability would have saved quite a lot in the core. He's got tons of bowlers left. I think in the 10v10 you're lucky to have any of your kill squad left. You're really relying on the hogs to sort of take out the last bit of the base. We'll skip down to number 20. If anybody knows Supreme Cleave, there's quite a few dips most wars. I try not to show bowler spam dips if necessary. To be fair, they're great attacks, and if they get an 11 it's fantastic, but a bowler spam dip on a 85k 10 is not very exciting. This is interesting because it's got miners in it. Some say miners are dead. They still have a use, certainly when 10v10, even though he's sort of an 11. Just doesn't bring the Warden to this. I think he's upgrading. So Golem's tank, kill squad in Baby Inferno Tower's got no chance against this. And the CC Golem, fantastic against Valkyries, not very good against bowlers. Though he has lost most of his bowlers. Wizzies and Golems are still pushing forward. King's going to fight the other King. And at 41%, the funnel has been made for these miners to come in from sort of 9 o'clock. They will distract, which means what's left of his kill squad should stay fairly untouched. King and Queen going to beat through that wall. There are a couple of Town Hall 9 defenses on this base. This is still a good hit. I like this hit. The big bomb tripped by, I think, a golem. which would have saved quite a few miners. I think I'm talking absolute shit. I think the miners tripped that. We're at the point now where there's just a cannon and a couple archer towers left. And a fuck ton of miners. We shall speed it up. So level 4 miner is still very useful for dips. I mean, this is OP. He had tons of shit left on the map. I think we might be down to Town Hall 9 stuff now. I think 29 look good. So EJ257, this is 9v9. I like this because he does this attack and he doesn't actually even have a queen. So hero down, still possible to take on a 9. 69k 9, so not quite max, but pretty much. Golem's out front, Bowler's doing some serious work behind. The CC's been pulled and it just sits in a poison spell long enough that I think it dies. And an absolute ton of hogs come in from sort of 2 o'clock. And they're going to pass straight across the whole core of the base. He saved a few for the corner. And without a queen, his king does do some serious work, but most of it's cleaning trash and tanking. Bowlers are going to take on the enemy king. He's still got one more heal for these hogs. Possible they run into another bomb spot. Very likely to hit a few springs from here. His king's still got the ability, being backed up by a Wizzy helping things clean up. And with a Tesla, an archer tower, a mortar, and a cannon left, nothing's going to stop these guys. Heal gets them all back up. King can rage up. This is on cleanup. So it's not a bad base. These a lot of clans struggling at Town Hall 9. And then some people doing it without a queen. We'll go down to 39 next. Bill had a couple of attacks. I think it was either this one or number 40 to show. 7 healers and some Valkyries. So the bowlers go down, a couple of healers on them, 3 healers on them. Queen's going to get her mandatory 4 healers for a bit of a walk. They did lose a few bowlers, but they have created the funnel needed. The bowlers and the queen are going to meet up. Push towards that air defense. Nothing to worry about for these Valks. But if the air defense goes down, we save healers, which is always a good thing. King has nowhere to go now with these Valks, but straight into that Wizzy tower. Not going to need a jump, though he will have some issues with this CC. Minion and Dragon CC is absolutely painful for Valkyries. Thankfully he's got a couple Wizzies behind them just to take out what is in the CC. Heal and rage through the core, and the Valkyries, all 12 of them, get through this base so quick. They're on to clearing trash on the outside. It's the only shitty thing about Valks is once they break out of bases as much as they break in. When they start doing the run around, it's not ideal. 88% clear. Queen's full health. King still has ability. Once this storage goes down, everything's going to head up to that top bit of the base. He's got a few more defenses to take on, but these Valks should tank long enough. And really, with only the Wizzy Tower as splash, the King can rage up. Those barbs should help out quite a lot. And the queen's going to be able to reach just about everything in a second. That is a wrap. Run one more. These guys in Cleave. Sorry, this one's insanely strong with a 2 golem, 2 hound. Can't remember what's in the CC. Loon attack. Supreme Cleave. Not this war, not the one before, but the one before that ran into a Polish clan that actually had an eagle advantage, which is fairly normal for Cleave to be down an eagle. I wouldn't say it's fully engineered, this clan, but there's certainly more attack power than defensive power. And these Polish guys wrecked. It was within 1 star, and we had percentage, but we lost. And I think that was like a 40-odd streak, 30-odd streak. It was mad. I've mentally blocked the number out of my head. So one golem hung up on a wall up top there. No matter. Queen takes out 1 air defense. King gets the other one. There's only 1 left on the base. He's got a couple of hounds. Doesn't really even need the tank up top there because the golem was still doing work. But for pathing purposes, we send in the hound anyway. Haste onto the Wizzy Tower. This is the only thing when your kill squad does really well. There's no air defenses left. Your hounds bunch up and they hover over stupid shit like cannons, and your loons are a bit uncovered, but we know how this is going to end. He's still got 2 back-end loons. He'd be lucky to get another hound to pop just for some cleanup. He's going to have to suffer it. I have failed on 9s with my 10 many times because nothing pops. And all I've got is like all 12 loons cleaning up. And time fail. Anyway guys, that was Supreme Cleave versus Adult War 2 Finnish clan. Great clan. They seem cool. And they put up a proper fight. Hope you enjoyed it. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.